What's there? Oh, I don't know, I haven't done it. Bum. That's what I hadn't done. Hi, welcome to my live stream. So, just a cap of what's happened last year to this year to what people got for Christmas. Bit of a chat really for half an hour. Going to be watching the darts in a little while. Gary Anderson and then Luke Littler. So, yeah. My channel's like really informal. We just have a natter about anything. So I thought I had my other glasses down here, but I can read with these ones. I don't know if anyone's going to come on, any of the regulars. I normally let people know when I'm coming on, but I felt good today, so I thought, why not join in the community for a bit? So like, it's like interacting, like, so if you leave, you might start a conversation, then we take it from there. We don't normally talk about religion or politics, but anything about statues, geeky stuff, football, you know. Many of our chats start off with like one topic and then move into many different ones. Anyone watching? Hi. Anyone watching? I hope you all had a good New Year. That's only second day into it, but hello, welcome. Quite a few people come on. Hope you're all well. Just did anyone get anything nice for Christmas or anything geeky? I'm a lot better than I was. I was very down last week mentally, but I'm all right now. Yeah, if you want to sub, that's totally entirely up to you. I've got about 2,300 videos on, so quite a lot of back catalogue going way back to 2010. So a lot of my collecting's changed, some for the better, some for the worse, and yeah, I'm just interested what people get for Christmas nowadays, to be honest. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. That's why I come on here. I'm just me chatting about anything that within reason that people want to talk about. You know, I try my best to run a channel that I think would be interesting. I do a lot of different subjects and days. So like Mondays, like statues. I got, well, I buy a lot of my own stuff all year. So I told my missus, I don't really want her to stress out getting me bits. I don't like her buying my collectibles because that's what I do all year. So I've got a nice big box of sweets, like retro sweets, like cola cubes, pear drops, bubble gum. I've got a lovely t-shirt that's lovely to wear. Got chocolate, and I'm trying to have actually got me something else. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, so like nice little bits that she knows me well. And we all talk. I didn't get the strength from the gym. I grew up. That's quite funny. Yeah, so like little knickknacks and sweets and as I say, chocolate, and wasn't too bad. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I'm not one for. I'm more of a giver than a like taking presents. I like to give. Like I got my. I did a video actually what I got, so I need to look back on that. And also I got yeah, so like I got a lot of watches before Christmas, so I'm happy with that. So thanks for the 2 likes. To see if anyone comes on. I'm only going to be on for about half an hour. It was just a spur of the moment live stream, really, just to find out what people like. Got it over the last 2 weeks. And Christmas is quite stressful for me anyway, through work or home and that. But New Year was a lot better, so I enjoyed that. So hello, welcome. Yeah, so like if you want to talk about anything in the comments, and then we can take it from there. I don't always have a plan of what I'm going to talk about. I've got less stuff coming in now anyway, so that like my videos will be more selective rather than I used to cover every day of the week, which is like unrealistic when you run a YouTube channel. So I'm going to have like a Thursday I do like film reviews, and Wednesday gaming, a big gamer. Monday statues, Tuesday I'll try and do a live stream, and Saturday. Nor should you fear people. Yeah, so like weekends normally taken up with loads of sport, or like this evening I'll be watching both the dart matches, so I'll be putting up my thoughts about that. They're only like quick videos, nothing in depth, just like, are you related to that goof named King Charles? No, I'm not. That is for sure. I mean, he's got, that's his job, isn't it? So, I don't think the royal family's going to be around a lot much longer anyway, to be honest. I think it's when the Queen died, I think that kind of, the royal family bits, especially as like so much corruption's been going on with the royal family lately. So anyway. So does anyone like playing video games or football or boxing or I mean, we did one live stream, it was about an hour long. All we were talking about is retro sweets, which was quite cool. So yeah, so I have got 2 videos up about what we got at Christmas. One what my wife got, and one what my wife got me. I've got a terrible memory anyway. What games do you like playing? I mainly play like retro games. So I do have a collection. Alright, okay. My nephews and that play that. Yeah, we played Monopoly at Christmas and I won, so I was quite happy about that, to be honest. How have you been, man? Yeah, I've been okay. I did say at the beginning of the video, I've been quite down like the last couple of weeks, and but I'm all right. I feel good today, so I thought I'd do a live stream. I don't want to depress everyone, you know. This is what I do to relax away from work. It doesn't matter. Uh, Obviously, I'm quite probably a bit older than you are, so you know life's a bit hectic and sometimes, and you just got to take some time out, and that's what I did. Yeah, but I did quite a lot of videos on Christmas. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping for this year to be quite a good year, to be honest. Got a lot of plans for statues coming in. I wish I was retired, to be honest, but the way this government is, I can't afford to. I collect, right. I collect statues, quarter scale, DC, Marvel. There will be, I've been doing videos each month. Yeah, it was my wedding anniversary, so we celebrated, me and my missus. We cancelled any relatives coming over just to concentrate on us, and we watched Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning, and then Fantastic Four, which was brilliant. Hey, welcome to my channel. 15 people watching. Yeah, so like it was a very quiet New Year. We saw in the New Year because my wife's Scottish anyway, so she's like a big thing on New Year. So I did the traditional bringing shortbread, coal, and a drink to the door to bring into the New Year. Yeah, so like quarter scale statues, any size statues really. It's not all. Mainly last year was all Batman statues, which I've still got, but I want to concentrate on less is more. So save up a bit of money, buy a nice statue. I've got one coming in next week, and I'm going to do a statue review once a month or something like that when they come in because they're quite expensive. So I'm going to save, buy, and then get a nice little collection together. Do it that way. Yeah, it was a really nice night. Popcorn. If you're new to the channel, I do have like a theatre room, which I created out of the spare bedroom, which you'll see in my when I do a tour of that room. Probably in a few weeks' time. I've done one, which is our dining room, and then I'll do one of my wife's collection, one of my son's collection, and then one of my collection. Yeah, so we got a 110-inch screen projector, and we can play 4K UHD movies on it. Not personally, no. Yeah, so like that's what we watched our movies on. So it was like going to the cinema. Got surround sound and all that lot, as much as I can afford on a budget at home. Just because you get free healthcare don't mean you should show. Yeah, these aren't healthcare. I had to buy these ones. I do have a pair of glasses, but I put them down somewhere. These ones are just off the rack from a supermarket. I am certainly not a show off. And that is for sure. Yeah, so like I love collecting. I've been collecting on and off all my life, but there are videos on my channel that go back to 2010. So some of the videos are like really bad quality, but they do catalyse my collection because there's a lot of collection videos on there, and even I go back and go, oh, why did I get rid of that, or something like that. Well, that'd be cool. So I've always wanted a pinball machine. I love pinball. No, it's definitely collecting. Hoarding, well, before it was hoarding, definitely. I used to have things kept in boxes, which that's when it becomes hoarding. I know of the stray cats, but yeah. So like, it became like a hoard rather than displaying everything. I mean, I used to have. We live in a house, and we used to have like collections everywhere. But that wasn't hoarding. I don't buy three of the same item. I always do normally buy one of an item that I like. Like I don't buy one loose, one mint in a box, one to collect and one to sell on, because you never know with collecting what people, like Star Wars now might not be a big thing in 5, 10 years time. So you know, you have to be careful if you're buying for an investment, and also you've got to think about your family as well. Like if worst comes to worst, you pass away, what are they going to do with it? Um, I'm heavily into boxing, to be honest. Uh, I've loved boxing all my life. Uh, I still practice on the old punch bag, and I'm teaching myself nunchucku, very slowly, but it's something I like doing. So I'm not as physically active as I used to be. I mean, I work 5 days a week, quite a heavy lifting job. Well, I work in a supermarket, but I work on a department that's quite heavy. I want to buy the gloves. I did very much watch the fight, and I do hope Joshua is going to recover from the crash that he was involved in. Even if his injuries are minor or medium and not life threatening, the mental side of it's going to take ages for him. Yeah, so like, I wish Joshua the best of recovery. Whether he's going to box again, I don't know. It might have taken its toll. I mean, anybody who's involved in a crash like that's got to have some mental effect on him. As for Jake Paul, I hope he never comes back to boxing. He's an insult. Um, the fact that Joshua and that said after the fight, oh, for him take, yes, he was. Yeah, so like taking into account that Joshua and Eddie Hearns were going, like for Jake Paul getting into the ring with him, he should have never been allowed to get in the ring with a two-time world champion, Olympic champion, a man who's impeccable record, even though his losses you could pin down to other things happening in his life. Um, Jake Paul is a YouTuber who's got a big ego. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Joshua is just like, I mean, everyone goes, oh yeah, he's had it and whatever. The man's built like a brick shithouse, to be honest. So he knows what he's doing, and he made Jake Paul look like an idiot, which he was. Hello, welcome. Yeah, so he made him look like an absolute complete dumbass, which he is. And then for Logan Paul to say, oh, he wants to take on Joshua to revenge his brother. It's all propaganda. That bit of Jake Paul in hospital with his broken jaw and all that, it's to get sympathy and to get views for his channel and to get whatever products he's selling. It's nothing to do about boxing. Yeah, I watched it at 4 o'clock in the morning while I was at work, which was quite funny. As I say, I'm going to watch the darts in a little while. I don't know what time they start. Yeah, so like, yeah, well, Joshua was it Monday last week? Was it Monday? No, Monday this week, wasn't it? He was involved in a crash in Nigeria where it hit a vehicle that was standstill. It wasn't moving. Apparently the vehicle Joshua was in was going too fast, and unfortunately two of his really close friends that he has around him quite a lot passed away. And yeah, he had put on a video of one of them playing table tennis with him, and a few days before the crash, yeah, it killed two. Yeah, it killed two of his. One was his uh, trainer for like after the fight, so recuperating, like kind of training, getting your muscles relaxed, and the other one was one of his personal trainers that he's quite well. He was close to, so devastating for their families, and obviously my little channel doesn't really carry much weight, but you know my thoughts are with them. And with Joshua, as I say, I mean, it's got to have some effect on him. I mean, the fact he saw two of his mates killed, you know, it doesn't seem like he's. Will he get back in the ring? I don't know. I mean, we all want him to fight Tyson Fury. Yeah, it's like it looks like everyone wants him to fight Tyson Fury. That's the fight we want. We don't want no more Jake Paul business. We don't want no Logan Paul business. We don't want any of that. Yeah, it sells tickets, but it didn't even sell out. You can't. You don't know if he's Joshua. What do you mean? Joshua's not going to be bothered, or Jake Paul? So I'm pretty sure Joshua is going to be affected by it. I'm sure I would be if I'd been in a crash and two of my best friends had been killed. Yeah, see, that's a reaction to, you know, the fact his friends dying. He hasn't probably come round to it yet. I mean, it's only been 5 days. Hello, like since it. So yeah, I don't think he's. I honestly, it was such a tragic event. Survivor's guilt. Yeah, it probably is. I mean, like, see, it must have been. I can't work out when one of his friends was driving the car, and the other one was in the front seat, because there was five in the vehicle. One's got injuries that had to go to hospital, and obviously Joshua supposedly only got minor injuries, and the two that got killed. So that's four. So there's someone not accounted for. So we don't know who that was, or if they've survived or walked away, or I don't think there was anyone in the vehicle that was standing still, but that could be one of the victims. I don't know. We won't know until later on. But unfortunately, these accidents do seem to happen to like celebrity sports people. Obviously, we had the tragic at Liverpool, but then that car was going too fast. So yeah, it's hard to know really, innit? We weren't there, so we'll just have to wait and see this year how Joshua feels and whether he's going to get back in the ring. I would hate to be the person he gets in the ring with. That is for sure. So if we don't get to see him fight Tyson Fury, we don't get to see him fight him. But living knowing you killed. Yeah, but he wasn't driving. So I'm pretty sure he was in the back seat. So that's all I can. You know, he was just a passenger. Well, as long as it's a sensible question. Hello again. Did you go away and come back? Yeah, exactly. But it's very, the thread's very thin on the ground with information, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the darts later. not giving me the opportunity to ask an important question. Are you gay? Does that matter to my live stream, if I am or not? That's not honestly, that's my honest answer. Your sexuality, he's got a wife. I have got a wife. So did my dad have a wife, but he was gay. Yeah, so like, no, I'm not. Well, my dad did. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he did. Yeah, so I had all that trauma as a young man. You know, was I or wasn't I? Do I find men attractive? Yeah, of course I do. Thank you very much. But then I find women attractive. So what does that make me? But I mean, I'm happy with my wife, so I'm not going out looking for anybody else. Thanks. Thank you for the question, actually. That was quite, at least it was a bit sensible. Normally I get like baldy, you know, 4 eyes or something ridiculous. Which, yeah, so if anyone's watched this and they want to sub to my channel or like or share, that's the only way YouTube picks up my little videos, to be honest. They're really bad for small channels. So my channel's doing quite well. I'm nearly halfway to 700,000 views, which is amazing for me, and 1,120 subscribers, so it's all right. Look, I'm old enough to take it on the chin, to be honest. I mean, if it was insulting or something like that, I would just block you. But I mean, I don't care. I'm at an age now where I really don't care. Not about things like that. You normally on Sundays. Yeah, I am normally on a Sunday. No, I'm back to work tomorrow. So anyone who knows me regular knows that I have to get up at 2:45 in the morning to start work at 4 after I've had my breakfast and walk to work. So Sunday live streams, Sunday hit or miss. Sometimes it might be in the afternoon, or like today. Yeah, it is stupid o'clock, especially as I'm getting older. I mean, I've been doing it for so long. I mean, working in retail for... Yeah, it was my wife's jacket. I nicked it off her. It's very warm, very... Yeah, so like... yeah, I've been doing it a long time. Thank you. I quite enjoyed coming on. That half hour's really gone really quick. I didn't get... Oh, what, me... PS5 I got rid of, and my Xbox One S. For a simple reason is I didn't play them. I'm still playing my PS4. I'm still playing Spider-Man, the first game. I'm still playing Ghost of Tsushima on it. I'm still playing Shenmue 3 on it. I'm on the PS4. The PS5 sat there doing nothing. And I've also got about 6 or 7 consoles of retro consoles, from Dreamcast to N64 to Sega Saturn, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Master System, PS2, which is my favourite. That's the only... And I wanted to buy a statue, so they went. I mean, this day and age, sometimes you've got to sell things. I mean, then it went cheap. It wasn't expensive, but it covered my statue, so that's all. As I say, the consoles today are still sitting around, like in new, for ages. You think how old the PS5 is now, and you think how old the PS4 is, but you can still play Black Ops 7s on the PS4. I think it's the last time you can play COD on it, but Yeah, so they just sat there. I didn't need them for watching movies because I've got a 4K UHD Blu-ray player, so I watch films on that. I've got my Xbox One S, so I can watch movies on that. And I've got Dolby Atmos headphones because I'm a big sound man, so I like to have the like big sounds coming into my ears. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, my son, well, the one who lives at home now, he's a big PS2 fan as well. It was just a brilliant console. I mean, I didn't even know you could play online on it. I was just playing games with family in my own house. So, like multiplayer. I mean, I miss them days of actually sitting on a couch, playing multiplayer games with your friends and your family. God, playing Halo with four of you was brilliant. Yeah, PS2. I mean, Gran Turismo 3 for one. You had um, GTA 3, GTA 4. You had San Andreas, Vice City. They're the best games. I don't care what anyone says. Stuntman, I love that. I've never finished it, to be honest. Uh, yeah, my other son, he loved playing Xbox 360, so that was pretty cool. The Xbox was like out at the same time. You can't beat them days. You didn't have to download updates every 2 minutes. Yeah, but by the time my kids were old enough, it started getting bigger TVs. It wasn't like a tiny TV. It was one of them big, the grey ones with like a wide screen, but the back was about that big. But they were great times. So say everything nowadays all just online or. I mean, I used to love playing my N64. Yeah, they were. Moving them around. I'm notorious for moving things around the house, but moving them was the only thing. I mean, I've moved with the times now. I've got like a 4K TV and all that lot, but I still play. I've got a retro TV for older games, and I still love playing on that. But then that's just me. Well, probably not. So, what time is it? Oh, I've got about another 10 minutes. I don't know what time the darts actually starts, so I'll stay on for about another 10 minutes, see how we get on. Quite enjoying the chat, to be honest. It helps. Hi, welcome. Yeah, so like, I never played The Warriors, on the PS2. I love the film, because I used to always get that mixed up with The Wanderers and The Warriors. I used to get them two films mixed up. And we watched The Wanderers not that long ago, and I thought the ending was completely different. Amadeus, what, the TV show or the film? I don't know him personally, but I mean, if you're talking about the movie or the TV show. I haven't watched the TV show. Is it any good? I've watched the movie, Amadeus, because obviously I love classical music. So, like, I love Mozart, and I love the film Amadeus. I just thought it was brilliant. Damn, it was brutal game. Had the whole. Really? I'll have to look it up. No, it's pretty. Hello. The Wanderers was the one about you had the Baldies. They ended up going into the army. You had the big Baldy. They ended up getting so drunk they ended up being scripted into the army. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna. The Warriors was the one in the underground on the tubes and all that, wasn't there? And the Wanderers was like a high school, and you had all these different gangs. Um, hello, hello, welcome. Just been thanks for all the messages you've been sending me, Sean. Sorry, got his glasses on and call you the wrong name. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for all the messages about different things, and have a happy new year to you too, my friend. Yeah. Do you know, I was to be a grandparent to so many different people. It's unbelievable. Half the people I don't even know. Have you heard of Gerald? I have. I don't know why you're asking. I'm from India. Oh, welcome. I know you're quite late on, aren't you? I wouldn't say I'm the best, but yeah. You kind of cheer me up with your comments on my videos. You'll have to let me know what you think of The Wanderers. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. It's like a film for me, because like when I was growing up, you had The Wanderers, The Warriors, you had Cross and the Switchblade, which was like a religious one, which we learnt about at school. Yeah, so we all thought we were gangs walking around the playground. That was great fun. But yeah, it wasn't as politically correct them days. I'm giving Full Metal Jacket another watch. Yeah, if you watch that film, you see, because it was filmed in Docklands in London, when they were rebuild, they were going to knock it down, so that's why it's all derelict. But if you look up in the sky, you see an aeroplane, like a modern aeroplane, flying across the sky. I've watched it a few times just to watch that bit. And I've seen it. I like war films and war film related films. I watched Nuremberg. That was a hard watch. Seems like you like the same kind of themes as I do. Is that you, John Wayne? Even John Wayne wasn't that with his real name. Me and friend are going to movie nights. We refuse to let life separate us. So once a month we do a film, day and night. That's brilliant. Yeah, because I mean, I was in my 20s in the 80s, and we used to go, me and my mate, he's still my best mate, we used to go to the cinema every week, have a Chinese, go to the cinema. Well, funny enough, I've started watching Stranger Things. I've only watched the first two episodes, because obviously with Christmas and that, and I wasn't mentally. I was all over the place. So yeah, I'm going to start watching it again, like binge watch it. So I quite enjoyed the first two. I hear it gets more gruesome. Greece, yeah. I remember when Greece was like, I don't know, is it really? I mean, like, I remember when the top five were all Grease songs. And that was 1979, I believe, or 78, 79. Yeah, yeah, the music is brilliant. Good times. Yeah, so I'm heavily into watching like films now, and like in my cinema room, and me and my missus spend time together, which is good. We spend too much time nowadays on mobile phones and stuff like that. So it's good to. Nah, I'm not very good at zombie films or zombie TV shows. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. Though I did watch Five Nights at Freddy 2, and I found it a really bad film. But I watched the first one with my son, and I loved it. So I've started watching. I'm trying to watch. What's the other one I watched? I watched Shelby Oaks, which is done by Chris Stuckman, who's a YouTuber who reviews movies. He made a film called Shelby Oaks. And I'm going to buy that. I don't really like horror films. They normally scare me, but I watched that one and I enjoyed it, but it was a bit silly at the end. Yeah, don't spoil it for me either. I'm only on the first two, season one, with episode 2, or episode 3 now. Um, yeah, so you keep that chat between yourselves. Yeah, I don't want to know what goes on. It reminds me of a film that I watched. The director's just died recently, called Stand By Me. Cinema, I watched it. Five Nights at Freddy's. I watched it at the cinema, which was really scary because I don't like horror films. Good, thank you. I remember I watched The Exorcist at the cinema. God, that scared the living daylights out of me, that film. Yeah, I do still go to the cinema, even though I built one at home. But they come on streaming really quick now. Yeah, that's it. But it's a really good film. That's what Stranger Things remind me of. Though it wasn't like full of monsters and all that lot, but it was it's just one of them films that stuck with me. Was it a true story? Stand By Me was a true story. I didn't know that. Yeah, I like a true story. I think if it's a true story, it always grips me more than if it's. Oh, there you go then. Makes me want to watch it again now. Well, I've started watching movies more because I always watch movies. See, I haven't watched that one. See, like Stephen King, as soon as you say his name, I think horror all the way. Um, though I am going to slowly get through some films I mean, obviously, I've watched the old ones, like uh, I've watched the first Fight Nights, Elm Street one. I've watched Jason one. What's it? Friday the 13th. Uh, Amityville Horror. Oh man. Yeah, the amateur. I don't really like devil films. They kind of scare me. But the funny fact is, if I watch a horror film, my wife's told me this, I sleep like really well, which is really funny because I'm a really bad sleeper. I'll wake up. If I have an idea in my head, I've got to get up and do it. But if I watch a horror film or a scary film or a scary show, I seem to sleep like the dead, in so many words. I see, I've never watched like 28 Days either. Children of the Corn. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like I'm a newbie to most of these films. I mean, I've seen Chainsaw Massacre and all that lot, but that was a long time ago. time? Well, I'm going to go in about 5 minutes. No. The funny thing is, it's a funny story. So I watched Scary Movie, all right, with my son, and we both laughed our heads off, not really knowing what it was based on. And then I watched Scream, the first one, and I laughed all the way through that because it kept thinking about Scary Movie. Tarzan the redo. Don't know about that one, but it's quite funny because I was watching the original Tarzan series the other day, like from yeah, yeah, both. I've seen both of them. That's what I mean. It's quite when if you watch them and then watch a really scary movie. No, I'm probably a bit old to play uh, Roblox. But as I say, my nephews. No, I said my nephews. I mean my grandchildren. What am I on about? One of them plays that mass like a lot. Um, but kids grow up really fast these days. Do you know what I mean? Got 10 likes. Thank you very, very, very much. That's amazing. As I say, this stream was. I just came up. I mean, sometimes mentally, I'm not in a good place to do a live stream. Yeah, play PS2, console all the way. Yes, I don't know what his name is on it, to be honest. Well, I'm going to wrap it up now. I thought I was only going to do half an hour, but thank you for everybody who's joined the stream. If you press notification if I ever do another one, that's a way to find me. Subscribe, like, share, and all that business. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. So thank you to everyone for a sensible evening of chatting. And I'm going to go and watch the darts now. So take care. I hope you have a great week. And I'll either see you on here or on some of my videos. Now, you all take care.